I think we have. Nope, it says missed call. I tried another one here. Hold on
Is
one
that
second.
is that a 281? Yeah, I think I know who that is.
Oh, it shows that they're on. Are they on?
I think. Hello?
Hey, Chris.
Who am I talking to?
You know me as Pepe Le Pew.
Oh, yeah, I know you. I see you on my live. So, how can I help you today?
Oh, I see you said for us to call and we want to get a reading.
So, what is it that you have any questions in general, or you just want to see what comes out for you?
See what comes out.
Let's see. We got jumpers for you. So, first of all, you got the Temperance card. Um, there's a development with the wands. Um, I do feel that some part of you is developing certain feelings to certain things, but you're just not acting on it. Um, and then the Sword card, the Three of Swords is coming out that you have a lot of pain, and you're just like, when am I going to get Mr. Right coming in? I do feel that you do have somebody coming in your life, but I want to say within the next month or so, you probably have somebody coming in your life a little bit after Thanksgiving. The Temperance card is saying that you need to control your emotions. Feel that you're developing into like certain things that you want to look into. Are you looking into like psychic development? Because I do see you doing that. Is there something that you're interested in, but you're kind of afraid? Because I see tarot around you for some reason.
Nope.
Well, it might not make sense, but I do see that you're probably just not really listening to your intuition. That's what I'm being told.
Mm,
Yep.
no.
It might not make sense, but I do see that you're gonna find something because I do feel that none of this sinking in at the moment, but there is gonna be some change for you. The Six of Wands is telling me that you're thinking about just looking for something or someone different. And for one of the guys that you were supposed to be dating, I wouldn't even waste my time on him. What I'm being told to tell you.
That a guy that I'm supposed to be dating, don't waste my time with him.
Nope. Nope. I feel like you're already talking to him, as a matter of fact, according to what they're telling me.
Yeah, he's just somebody that I'm wasting my time with.
How long have you been talking to him?
I've been talking to him on and off for 4 years.
Okay, well, you know this. If you know that you're going off and on, then the best thing I'm going to tell you, if you know that, then why in the hell are you still talking to him?
Because I never find nobody else, so I just waste my time with him.
See, that's the thing. You need to stop. Oh my God, this is going to sound so weird coming from me. You need to stop settling for less. You don't give yourself credit. You're only sticking around with the people that you know. You need to go outside your comfort zone and start looking elsewhere for new people. You're only having like your circle is what I'm seeing is that you have people around you, but you only talk to the people in your circle. You need to get outside of that, outside of the circle. So I just see that things will change for you, but you just give it some time. And I just feel like personally, he's only, and I don't want to say it this way, but I'm going to just tell you how I say things because you already know how I am. Just put it this way. He only calls you when it's convenient, and then when he doesn't want you, he puts you back in the freezer. It's like he thaw you out, so to speak. So I would say
Nah,
just be there.
he's always, when I get rid of him, he's always begging me to come back with him and all that garbage.
But is he still married though? Because I see
Yeah,
another
he's still
women
married.
around. Okay, I kind of figured. I think that from what I'm seeing, you need to find somebody else. And that's probably where the development card's coming. I can see that there is probably other people around you but you're just looking in the wrong places. That's what I see. And I feel that if you stick with him, all you're looking for is a heartbreak. That's basically what you're looking for because I feel that even though he says he's calling back to you, you feel that he's going to change and you're hoping that he's going to change. But your heart is telling no, I'm going to give him a chance. But you're always looking for the same guy and he has not changed. So if he's a player, always a player. He's not going to change. He's having his cake and eating it too. And you're just there on the back burner whenever it's convenient for him. And I'm sorry that I need to tell you that because I'm going to be blunt and I tell you how things are. I personally think you deserve better. And you're lowering your standards over a damn loser. Sorry to tell you that, but you deserve better. I think you need to get outside of comfort zone and try to meet somebody more decent because he's already taken. I mean, he can still come to you off and on, but you're just having sloppy seconds. And if it was me, I wouldn't even want to deal with that shit. That's just me. I just wouldn't want to deal with that because I have better standards in what I look for and what I want. But it's just that sometimes we need to regroup in what we're looking for. Or maybe you might want to look for someone better. And I do see someone better coming because I see the King of Cups coming. And this guy has, I think this guy's got more standards. There's a lot of better lowering standards for that. I feel that he's got more ambition. He does a lot of things in what he's looking at. He's more ambitious. He's kind of, I don't know. Does that make kind of sense? And he's in the business field, by the way, too. So I would say he's in the business field. He's in a different field that you are in.
Oh, he's in a different field that I'm in?
Yes, ma'am. And with this guy,
what I'm picking up on is like she kind of went down that path, like she always had, but she got to kind of like the breaking point. Like you hit rock bottom, you're either going to bounce back up, or there's different ways to go about it once you hit rock bottom. I've been there before, and so she's kind of, I don't know, twisting the script is what I'm picking up on. She's twisting the script. She's changing it around. I don't know. It's really crazy when that happens, but it does happen. But I think she went from being not really the victim, but on the bad end of the stick to kind of switching it around to where she's kind of playing the field and controlling things. And I think people don't really know what to think about that at this point, but I don't know. I think she's on the right path. I think she's gone around a corner, is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, I think with that guy, she's expecting for him to change. And if he's married, it's obviously does not even mess with him. But I just feel like you're gonna find somebody better because he's always coming back to you, and I get that where he is calling back to you, but it's only just temporary. It's not something that he really means it. He's just there because like when he calls you, he knows you're gonna jump. So when you call, he's just there like, hello. He's ready for you to hear. But I think once you kind of cut him off, he's gonna go elsewhere. You're just there just for his convenience.
No, I already know what he's about. I ain't even expecting him to. I think he's garbage. But like I said, I'm using him for when I ain't got nothing better to do.
But see, there's something now that you mentioned that. Did you know that when you do that, that's karma coming at you? You're not gonna have that happiness until you let him go. You gotta let him go. And I know that you're only using him because you have nothing else better to do. But if you're looking for love, How do you expect to come? How do you expect it to come when he's still there? You're only putting a blockage there. So basically, you're both using each other, and at the end of the tunnel, you get what you get. Which I'm not gonna say it, which I could say it on the air, but you get what you get, and then you're just like, it's only good
You
for
get
that one
what you
time.
get and you don't throw a fit. You just gotta deal with it and keep rolling. But I hate to cut you off. You guys hang in there. You guys can talk on the break. But I do have to do the second music break because we're very late because of all the paratechnical issues we've been having. As per when me and Chris have a show, this never happens. And I've just learned to come to expect it. um, we're going back to Michaela Hay from Ontario, Canada with Gravity, Mirror, Pins and Needles. Prime example with inspiration. Prime example is from Milwaukee, Michigan. We also have Fred Johnson III from Canyon County, California with After Dark. You guys don't go anywhere. We'll be right back after this music break.
Signs I leave behind for you to Try to erase the ink that's left upon my chest. I'll attest, I don't really wanna forget to forget you. Taught me how to turn a blind eye. I showed you how to keep your shoulder cold. No one walked away without a scar. I've been digging through the pieces. Your heart is out of reach, but objects may seem nearer through this rippled mirror. I've been digging through the pieces. Your heart is out of reach, but objects may seem nearer through this rippled mirror. You taught me how to turn a blind eye. I showed you how to keep a shoulder cold. No one walked away without a scar. I've been digging through the pieces. Your heart is out of reach, but objects may seem nearer through this rippled mirror. I've been digging through the pieces. Your heart is out of reach, but objects may seem nearer through this rippled mirror. Talking on pins and needles, every word through a microscope. You keep stomping down on the ground while I've been stuck on this tightrope. I just wanna say what I wanna say without your sentence. I'm not willing to do the time when I'm innocent, and I'm innocent. Talking on pins and needles. Talking on pins and needles. I'm gonna hang it up, hang it up, hang it up. And I'm done, and I'm done, and I'm done, done, done. I'm gonna hang it up, hang it up, hang it up. And I'm done, and I'm done, and I'm done, done, done. I'm gonna hang it up, hang it up, hang it up. And I'm done, and I'm done, and I'm done, done, done. I'm gonna hang it up, hang it up, hang it up. And I'm done, and I'm done, and I'm done, done, done. Walked on my share of thin ice with your blowtorch at my feet. You won't ever see me beg, so take this tongue off your leash. I'm gonna say what I wanna say, don't need permission. Interpret it how you want, it's my decision. Talking on pins and needles. Talking on pins and needles. I'm gonna hang it up, hang it up, hang it up. And I'm done, and I'm done, and I'm done, done, done. I'm gonna hang it up, hang it up, hang it up. And I'm done, and I'm done, and I'm done, done, done. I'm gonna hang it up, hang it up, hang it up. And I'm done, and I'm done, and I'm done, done, done. I'm gonna hang it up, hang it up, hang it up. And I'm done, and I'm done, and I'm done, done, done. Dancing on shattered glass, kicking the pieces all around. My safety has been broken, this is now a hunting ground. Talking on pins and needles. Talking on pins and needles. I'm gonna hang it up, hang it up, hang it up. And I'm done, and I'm done, and I'm done, done, done. I'm gonna hang it up, hang it up, hang it up. And I'm done, and I'm done, and I'm done, done, done. I'm gonna hang it up, hang it up, hang it up. And I'm done, and I'm done, and I'm done, done, done. I'm gonna hang it up, hang it up, hang it up. And I'm done, and I'm done, and I'm done, done, done.
face when we touch and share the rhythm of a loving embrace. Man, it's your smile that lets me know I'm on point, that I have written the word in this joint, and it's you. Pretty brown eyes and confidence, you're my ministry, and girl, I'm feeling it. Come on, so smile for me and don't let my hand go, girl. I just want you to know when I'm sending my love to you in verse 2 with a kiss and a beat that you and I can step to. Come on, God created the heavens and the earth. What he said is very best for the day of your birth. No longer is it just me, myself, and I, but since you have arrived, you're the apple of my eye, girl. Open your heart and let me come inside. All this love is forever for the ride. And when that DJ played our favorite song, we dance the night away until we're heading home where we're
perfect day, yeah. Living at the dark, I search lonely streets to find hidden shadow in the dark. It doesn't matter what I say. Secret homicides arranged in a series of pursuits. No matter what I say. Because she had the range, I knew she was the one that never could go home again. Plastic life like limo seats, I don't know why I can't control this urge to hurt again, yeah. Living at the dark, I search lonely streets to find hidden shadow in the dark. It doesn't matter what I say. Change it till it's done. Murder forever after. No matter what I say. After dark. Feeling ran to repugnant fear. In hiding place with days under summer. Concerning works were meshed in romance. It doesn't matter what I say. It really doesn't. No matter what I say. After dark.
Welcome back, and thank you so much for joining us this evening on We Are Paradox Media's Late Night in the Rockies. This evening it is Psychic Saturday with Psychic Chris Garcia, and then we're joined by Johnny Banani. What is your real name?
Jana.
Jana.
Jana. Yeah.
But it's not banana.
No, it's
What I
just
was
my
gonna,
Facebook, my nickname.
what I was gonna tell you, Chess, is that you got on the table card. You have an offer coming up. Um, there's an interview that there's going to be a talk, conversation, and I do feel that this goes with the network, and it also goes within your personal life. But I want to say more with the network. There's offers that you're going to be offered on. It's going to be they're going to give you different proposals, different commitments, and you're going to have requires of what you expect and what you're wanting. I do feel there might be a few people on the same page, and whoever this is, I do feel it's a friendship, and I do feel that the partner that's going to help you is the one that you're in love with. Of course, your husband's going to help you in making decisions and doing it, and then whatever does not serve you, you're gonna cut it off. So you're gonna grow from that. Does that make sense, Tess?
Myself. That's kind of like what I'm going through right now. Like, Vern came out of his coma, he got better. With our tax returns, we split the funding of buying hooks and chains and different things for our hauling business, but we keep hauling for this asshole who doesn't pay. So it's like I had to go and get a real job, which I start on Monday, and I'm super excited for it. I'll be a caretaker for a really awesome young lady who is a little bit um, digress as far as mentality. Instead of being
Mm-hmm.
20 something years old, she's a preteen, which shit, that'd be cool. Be young forever. But yeah, I start that job on Monday. So I think that's kind of what it's talking about. Like, uh, we finally became partners on something, and as soon as we did, we had to let it go, or I had to, because I'm not going to work for somebody that doesn't pay. Like, I believe in
Yeah.
service to my fellow man, but after a while it gets old and I have to support my family too. So, sorry,
Yeah.
not
But
sorry, you know?
but you know what I
Yeah.
think with that off on the table, I do feel that there's going to be something else that you're going to come across, even though you're helping the lady, and it's going to help within the business. And I see that coming out for you. So don't be surprised that you're going to meet. Of course, you're going to work with her, but you're going to meet someone else through her. That's where the offer is going to come out. So not only are you going to work for her, but you're going to get a good offer. And I'm being told that you're not going to be able to turn it down.
It's going to be
Does
an
that make
offer I
sense?
can't refuse.
Yep. Take it while it comes. And that's what I see with that. And with me, with Johnny's card, it kind of resonates with me what she told me when we were on break. Um, to be able to communicate with others, which is I have not done that because I've been kind of keeping in the shadows.
Internalizing.
Yeah, exactly. And I'm kind of
There's nothing wrong with that, though.
No, it's
I guess
okay
it's
to a certain extent, but if you do it too much, and I've learned that, like, through my years of
You
living,
become
like,
recluse. And
yeah, you
Yeah.
have to learn not to go so deep
Yeah.
into it, and yeah.
Yeah.
It's better to let it out along the way instead of becoming a teapot and everybody being like, damn, what's up with that chick?
Yeah. Because I've really been really quiet. And everyone that knows me when I'm really quiet, they're like, he's way too quiet. So I do feel that I will come out. It's just I need to I don't even know if I should even say, well, not really, not anymore. Because I was grieving through some stuff of how I felt. And I'm not really like totally learned to totally let go because I feel like I'm being told not to. and just let it take its course.
Well, put
That
it
was the reason I
behind
went.
you. Like,
Yeah,
was that your dog or what was that?
something that almost fell. It
Heard
doesn't
it.
mean that there's not hope. That doesn't mean that there's not hope. There is hope. It's just more of taking it slow and just don't rush it. And I do feel I don't rush it. Things are
Don't.
happening for the
It's like
best.
that card that I just pulled for you. Don't allow bumps in the road to hinder your progress.
Yeah,
Yeah, like for me right
You know?
now, I'm in a part of my life where I'm sick and tired of working for free. I'm gonna work for pay, and I've always been the type to fly by the seat of my pants. Like I don't schedule things because if I do, I'm gonna be let down. Like shit falls through all the time. So just fly by the seat of my pants and do that. But yeah, whatever opens up to me in the future, I'm totally down, and I'm doing things like I'm expected to do things in the future that I'm not very comfortable with, but I'll do it. And once I start doing it, I'll be fine, but that's how my social anxiety works. Like
yeah.
before I do
You
it,
know
I
Want
what?
me
get
to
really
pull a card
freaked
for you,
out.
Tessa?
Sure. And then I step into it and then I'm just like, I'm fine after a few minutes. I'm like, all right, I got this. But at first, it's like the hardest thing for me. I'll get the cold sweats, I'll get all kinds of
Yeah,
shit. I hate it.
yeah, yeah. No, I can relate to that too. But it's hard. I mean, just accepting change is not easy. And I wish I should have tell you something because I've learned to just don't waste opportunities. Somebody had told me that when there's an opportunity, take it.
Yep, that's what I'm planning to do. Like, I don't generally play the lotto, but when it was like so many billions of dollars, I was like, well, what's the harm in trying this? I should have picked my own numbers, but I did quick picks. Didn't win. They refunded me because the only time I tried to do it, they had the system freeze up. For hours, everybody was waiting to hear the numbers and they couldn't do it because the system froze up. I'm like, yep, we broke it. But um, then they refunded
Yeah,
me and I tried again, didn't win shit. So that's me. Like I don't play that sort of stuff. I don't have luck like that. Like set things aside and actually be able to partake of it. That's pretty cool.
mm-hmm.
But yeah, I'm at that
Mm-hmm.
point where I'm like, bring it on, play this. I ain't scared.
Tessa, you're in trouble.
Oh no.
Someone's growling at you. Okay. So your cards are basically saying to set your sights higher, stop taking the easy options, and set yourself higher goals, higher positions. You know exactly what to do to benefit the experience, and it's all about careers. So it's basically saying stay determined and move forward, be prepared for any possibilities. Environmental activism. That's what I got.
Thinking about that the other day, there's this park and I took my friend Mia, who is a psychic medium, and she hates the term, but that's what she is. But I took her and her mom, who is also psychic, to this park, and they both loved the shit out of it. But I was really sad because when we walked around, the boards that are posted along the way are broken up and disintegrating, and you can tell they haven't looked at this in a long time. So I was just thinking about that, about, in order to start globally, you generally start locally. So
Yeah.
I'm thinking that's one of
Oh
the
my
things I'll
God.
bring up
100%.
is like we need to fix these boards because I want to read what it's saying, but I can't because a lot of it's fucking faded out. So hopefully they'll go in and fix that, and then we'll get bigger and bigger and bigger, like whatever we decide to do.
Yeah.
And
I've had
another
I
that.
think that's
thing,
how it looks. Like it's also saying you have to make a formal decision, stop over analyzing a problem, and make the compromise. Does that
Wow.
make sense?
yes.
Wow.
Yeah. But I've been told that that environmental activism. So if you have any kind of situations where you're like exactly that, actually, you might need to just take it up with your local councils, but they probably just don't even have somebody who's willing to take it on, and you can set up as a small little business doing that.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
could totally do that. It's so simple. All you have to
Yeah.
do is replace the paper and replace the front, plastic board, basically.
Same. And that's something that is so small but yet so effective and needed in the community.
Yeah. I think it's
Don't
hard.
dwindle on it. Make the formal decision to do it and go and do it. Don't let
Yeah, and it's
fear
funny
hold you
because
back.
that just happened a couple days ago when I was on my way back. I just noticed that they closed the gates on that, and I'm like, wow, that's pretty early this
Wow.
year, but it's gotten really cold really early this year. So that makes sense. But yeah, there's a park back there where people will go and park and they'll walk through the park instead of just swimming in that little creek there. And yeah, it totally brought up the little stakes they have along the way that have like the different wild plants and other habitat, little mammals or reptiles or whatever is there. Different plaques for that, and they're all messed up. You can barely even read it. So yeah, definitely I might just go to a city council meeting or just leave a note or something.
Yeah. And hopefully that makes a lot of sense. 'Cause, I mean,
Don't
the
leave a
cars-
note. Go in and speak directly to them. You got to take charge. That's what I'm
Yeah.
getting for you. Don't set your sights higher. Don't just leave a note. That's what it's saying. Set your sights higher. Like make a formal decision. Set it all up in your mind, and then fucking just steamroll for it.
Wow.
Yeah, and
that
also
makes
with
sense.
my paranormal group, I've been wanting to do a tour of the city. It originated in Durango. That's where I did most of my legwork, but I think most of the ones I'm going to be doing is in Bayfield, just because living there for almost 20 years now, I've learned a lot of the history, and I don't know, it's just fun. I'm
Yeah.
I'm offering free full moon ghost hunts, but I can actually make money doing that.
Yeah.
People want to rent my equipment or whatever. Who knows?
Well,
Well, it's time for you to focus on your career,
Mm-hmm.
like on all platforms, reevaluate, realign, and then take charge.
you know what, Tess? That sounds like she's talking to me too. Are you talking to me?
Are
I mean,
you
'cause that's
talking to
happened to
me?
me. Mm-hmm. Now, I know that I gotta go higher too. 'Cause I've been told by numbers of people that I need to start striving for higher. In other words, stop limiting myself is basically what I've heard. Yep.
Yeah, you got to deal with your limitations first, though.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
What about my limitations?
we've already worked that one out. You got to get through. You got to get over your limitations. What limits you the most?
Mm-hmm.
And then you will start succeeding. Tessa, why can't I see you?
Because you don't have a camera.
Oh shit, I forgot to turn it back on. Sorry. So sorry, asshole. Okay, let me bring it back. Hello. I was just hiding over
There's
here.
the
Had I
pretty
known I wasn't on
face.
camera, like I wouldn't have been so laid back. I'm just kidding.
You know what I think? I think with all the readings, it really hits hard. A lot of stuff. I mean, I think I kind of limit myself too, and I really don't give my full potential. I think there's more to come. It's just I don't take risk, so to speak.
I
only
think
stay
it's
in my
been
zone.
hard, especially like, okay, so COVID broke out, everybody got
That
locked
happened.
down. Like, if we had social anxiety before, guess what, buddy? It's a little different, a little more mutated right now. It's
Yeah.
changed in different ways. Like, I've been more outlandish in different ways, but I've been more withdrawn in other ways. Like, I'm invited to go to a family thing for Thanksgiving. I just want to do my own family thing here because not just Rona, but we have influenza A and B and C and whoever else is related to them, and people are already exhibiting like these problems right now. And I do
Yeah.
not want to partake. Like, I love you, I want to see you, but not at that price. Like, I don't know. I'm just like, I don't know. I'd rather just stay here and do my own family thing with my own family that I have created. Yes, I love these
Yeah.
guys. I'd like to see them on some other holiday, but right now I want to be thankful for my family, just stay here and not get sick for the whole rest of the winter. I don't want to go through another last year. That was too much for me. I don't want to do that again. I hated that.
Yeah. Actually, I closed the video out, so if they call in, they call in. But like I said, I need to want to change. Maybe we all have our flaws and stuff, but I just think that some of us just limit ourselves. Like I'm one of them, and I know I shouldn't do that. Because I've been told by different many people they see more for me. I can only see so much on my chart. But but they see big things for me, and it's just limiting myself to do that, and that's the only thing that I feel like I need to stop. I need to stop doing that.
Like when you're empathic or you're open, and I don't know, for me, like I had this whole plan laid out. I'm doing haunted history tours in Durango. I went to every business on Main Street and even up onto Second Avenue. I was like on every door, and that's where somebody took my flyer and stole my idea, named it the exact same thing, Haunted History Tour, but it was like right after, I swear to God, like right after I finished the last person on that street and went over to the park to have lunch finally. And Rose showed up and she told me my mentor, Kat, who was part of why I got into like, helping people through the paranormal, through our gifts and such. She was going to die. She wasn't going to make it. Her cancer had come full fledged. And it was so weird. Like a whole murder of crows showed up in the park too. And I saw that before Glow even told me. So I already knew. I already knew what she was going to say. But I kind of let it go after that. And so it's been quite a few years. I was about to come back out and then COVID happened. And now I'm about to come back out again, but it's like winter's hit, so we're gonna do free full moon ghost hunts until tour season comes up, and then I think I'm gonna finally make some money doing this instead of just doing shit for free, for my fellow man.
Yeah, I just feel that that a lot of paranormal. I think with the winter, you would think that what I'm feeling is that with investigations, even though it's cold, the spirits are still wanting to communicate. It's just that I feel like there's going to be a lot of um, more cases where you get called that are more serious and more profound, and you help. See, why is it playing all of a sudden? Really? So,
Yeah, and when I was saying that, it was like, as far as the just doing it for fun sort of thing, we're gonna put that on hold.
yeah,
But if we get any calls for like residential or business or whatever, we're definitely down to do that. I was supposed to do one this last Thursday and they just never called me. Sometimes things happen and they get really scared and they're afraid to call you in. So maybe I should just
yeah,
show up.
yeah. 'Cause I had people that I don't talk to no more, just but they had this case where this there was this lady and she was all into it. And I'm not gonna say their names, but I don't talk to them no more. Well, they were getting with this case, and the
I'm like fully
lady.
fighting this whole system here.
So she told them, "Well, we'll set the date." So the date came, and she says, "No, I can't do it because my house is dirty, or I have to rearrange everything." And then they canceled. And then they told us, and they're like, "Well, we have to rearrange because she canceled." So they set another date. She goes, "No, I can't do it because my house is a mess." And then it got to the point where she canceled twice. They saw her at the store, and she acted like she didn't know them. And they were specifically saying, wow, she acted so cold, like she didn't even know us. And then they asked me, they're like, Chris, what's going on? And I told them, I said, that house has taken over her to where that house has consumed her. It's like a demonic possession, where the house is her, when she's at home, and they just told me, I said, and then a lot of stuff I didn't know about that house, I told them. And these were friends that I used to talk to. One of them, I will tell you his name. His name is Tim. There was this case where I didn't even know anything of the case. And the lady just turned them down and did it twice, tests. And even though I wasn't supposed to know about it, but I did pick up stuff. And a lot of that stuff was validated because they went to go see her. They met her at a park. And I told them to keep me updated if y'all help her. And she just kept up reading them. And then I told them, I said at the end, before the last time I talked to them, I said, you can't help somebody that doesn't want to be helped. And it's not only that, she is controlled by something in that house. And after that, they never brought her up again. And that's proof that paranormal does exist. But people out there say that there is no evil out there. Well, there's got to be evil. That's what keeps the balance. But it hurts because there is cases that they will call you, and then when they're ready for the for the nitty gritty shit, then when you're about to be so anxious to go, that's when they say, "Oh, I can't go. My house is dirty," or "I'm not ready for you," and they make excuses for what is in the house.
Well, and that's
But
one
I
of
do
the
feel
things that is important when you go in to do a cleansing is, and that's what I tell people. Oh, we got somebody calling in.
that.
Area code 303. Who are we talking to?
Who are we talking to?
Brenda.
Hi,
Hello,
Brenda. Nice to meet
Brenda.
you.
Hello.
So let's see what we got for you. How much time do you have, Tess? I don't want
As much time as you want.
Okay. Well, nice to meet you, Brenda. By the way, you have a beautiful energy to you.
A what?
Thank you.
No, I said you have a beautiful energy to you.
Yes, she does.
Well, first of all, the tower card comes up. It shows that there's a lot of good things that are going to change. I even see like possible business. Of course, I don't know you, but I see you even gifted. But I do feel that there has been loss because there's the Five of Cups came up, so there's a lot of emotion that you need to work on. But I do feel that things will change. And then the Hangman card came out where you have to really just untie yourself and stop hanging yourself and stop. What is the word I'm looking for? Stop. Trying to think of the word. Stop thinking less of yourself. You have more potential than what you give yourself credit for. Um, and I do feel that there will be something different that will be coming forward you. And I feel the Knight of Cups, Knight of Swords comes up, that you have to do a lot of research. And I see like a researcher, person that does a lot of research, and I do feel that you're very intuitive, even though this seems like my first time talking to you, but your energy seems very familiar to me. But I do feel that you will grow and progress whatever you're going through. And with the Tower card, I can show you, I do see there's been a lot of progress. And I do feel that things are going to get better next year. And they're telling me for you to be more productive because the Ace of Pentacles comes up, so you have to be more productive. Keep yourself busy. Even though things might seem like they're not going your way, according to what I'm being told, they are gonna, everything that you want, you will get. Also, the Seven of Pentacles comes up, expectation. You're expecting a lot of things. And I feel that some part of you is like the ego or fear feels like you're going to accomplish things, and I'm being told you will. So I want to say probably by, hold on, December, you're going to see something coming, a big change for you. Even relocating and possibly business growing and advancing. Does that make sense?
Well, there's already been a huge major change in my put together. It was last summer, and it has changed everything. So, your dates are a little off, but you're.
But I think
You're
what he's
kind
saying
of,
is like more towards the positive
everything.
because he says you've been regressed and you've been kind of like for me, I would be in a little self-made cocoon of blankets or whatever. Um, you've been through a lot and it seems like nothing's there, but what I'm picking up is he's saying that things are going to start to get better. Like there's going to be a turnaround. And I think he's saying that's in December, right?
Yeah, you're going to get more than what you got. Even though you might say I'm off, but in my heart, I know I'm not off. It's just that you're going to get more than what you had. What you have right now, I mean, told it's the tip of the iceberg. You got the icing on the cake, and you thought that it's going to stop there, but there's more coming. Bigger things coming for you. That's what I mean. Yes, Tessa, you explained it. You explained it right to the T, Tess.
I see.
You see where I'm going now? You expected that it was gonna stop, but you're progressing more than what you think. You thought that it was just bam, I got everything I want. No, you're gonna get more than what you can bargain for. And I'm being
And
told
it's
you
not
better
just
do
like everything she wants, but like this is what's before me, this is what it is, and I don't know. Like you get to that certain point where I don't know, you go
You want
through
me
a
to pull
major
a card?
loss. A what?
Did you want me to pull a card?
Yes, please go ahead.
Oh, pull a card.
Keep talking.
So hopefully that makes sense, because I know that you have probably everything already changing, but there is more coming, and I see like there's more opportunities that are that you were not aware of. You probably already got everything that I already told you, but you're gonna get more than what you already that you thought you knew. Well, that's what I'm going to tell you.
Well, I've not ever had my cards read before, so I'm
And then we
a
have
novice with all this.
oh, well, that's cool. And we also have Jonee from. I don't know. I'm confused. Is she an Australian? Is she a Kiwi? Like, where are you?
I'm in New Zealand, but
Okay.
I was raised in Australia, but I'm New Zealand born. So I am
She's
a
about to
Kiwi.
pull for you too. She's my favorite little
Yeah.
Kiwi. Yeah, she's
I'm
gonna pull
your
for you
only
too, really
Kiwi.
quick.
What are you talking about?
She is. Actually, you are my only Kiwi.
Okay, we've got the Magician. Okay, so basically the Magician means you can manifest whatever it is that you want. Start thinking purely with really good intentions about what you want and where you want to go and what you want to do. And basically planting the seeds, and you will manifest it and let it grow.
Like a seed.
Okay.
I basically just asked it to help you shine a bit of light on the options and where you're going. Obviously, it hasn't presented yet, so you're not really going to have that clear glimpse of what is going on. But obviously, with what Chris has read, it will present itself. Did you say in December, Chris?
Yes, this week it's all
Yeah,
December.
so it will present itself in December, and you will start to get a clearer understanding of where you're going with that decision or that option. And then from there, you'll be able to start, a blank canvas. You'll be able to start painting your picture and where you want it to manifest and grow.
Well, that makes sense because my life has drastically changed over the last 6 months. And it's definitely a blank canvas. I just don't feel like I don't know if I got it in me to do it. So I was,
And that's where the courage comes in. That's where the courage
Okay,
comes
so
in.
is that because of direction? You're not sure which direction to take?
it's grief.
Yeah, she lost a big part of her life, and like you said, it's gone back to blank. Like she's lived this life with this particular person. Now it's back to
Yep.
where do you go from here?
Okay, I'm not picking up that it's entirely a blank canvas in the sense where I feel like she also has attachments to the situation still, strong, very strong commitment attachments. Not so much in the relationship moving into the future, but there are things surrounding it, be it children, business, house, assets, that sort of stuff.
My spouse died, and
Pardon?
my spouse died a few months back.
Yeah, I picked that up. It's just not something I like to sort of say. But yeah, but in that sense, yeah, your situation. So the commitment side of things isn't over, and there's a lot of glory to be found in that situation. But it's about freeing yourself from those grief feelings, freeing yourself from a lot of that situation that you have been living out recently and in the past. And from there, you'll be able to basically find new things within yourself that you'll be able to grow, be it new hobbies or, but there's one thing in particular, and I dare say it's going to be in relation to work, actually, or a situation surrounding work that's going to present an opportunity.
It goes back to what I said.
Yeah.
Different way of saying it. Yep. Makes a lot of sense. I do feel that that's what I had told you. I just explained it different. That's why it didn't make sense to you.
I am just going to say, listen out for the signs. Okay, they're starting to plant the seeds in your mind now. So when you start noticing things that are the same or consistently surrounding the same topic, the same word, the same numbers, you'll start to understand the synchronicities are surrounding you at the moment. You've probably already started to see it. Start paying attention to those because they all start to create that understanding of what that option will be. So if you start really looking for the signs now, you might actually get a sneak preview of what it is.
Well, thank you guys. I appreciate your time, and I will pay attention and see what happens. I've had repeating numbers in my life forever, so things always repeat.
Then you have a basic understanding of what we're talking about then. Follow the synchronicities.
Circles. There's always circles.
I know the cycles and stuff, and yeah, but I would say even with the loss of who you lost, I kid you not, but I do feel that when he crossed, he opened a gateway for you, so there will be things coming through.
I agree.
Yeah. So,
I agree. I think, and I've just been told as well, with every positive, with every negative, there's a positive. Okay, this has been something that's been coming to me quite a lot lately, and these it's happening again. So I'm to pass that on to you as well. With every negative, there's a negative response. There's a positive response.
Yeah.
B, did you have anything?
All my condolences to you.
Yes, definitely.
Thank you.
But yes, I just want to give her a chance to speak.
Thank you so much.
If she needed to. Oh, you're welcome, B. Thank you so much for calling in. I'm so glad you did.
Okay. I love you. Bye.
Love you too.
Wow.
She's such an awesome
That
person. I
was
love her
insane.
so much.
Well, that's good. I mean, it makes sense. I guess she didn't think about what I said, but you know what I meant. But I do feel
No, I
that
think she did,
people,
but
they
I don't know. The way we listen sometimes is just like kind of counterproductive. But I heard what you said, so I just had to reiterate it because I don't think she heard it the way you said it. So I don't know. I
yeah,
hope I did it the best that I could because that was a really important
yeah,
message.
It
yeah.
was all the same messages. It was just delivered 3 different ways.
I think with a lot of change, a lot of
And
cycles
grief,
come
like you
in,
said.
and I do, yeah, and I
Different
do feel too that,
perspectives, different directions when in grief is very important
yeah,
because so many things are
yep,
closed down, so many walls are up. And so, whichever
yeah,
way you can get in is the best. So, it's good to have those different directions of messages, etc.
yeah. And I mean, I'm going through a lot of that too, and I'm thinking about this and that, and there was always like, how they always say, sometimes you always look for signs. Well, I gave up looking for shit. I just gave up looking for it, and I just let it things come to pass, and I'm just like, and then sometimes some people think, when things go wrong or things don't work out, you see it as a burden,
I see it
or
as a
you
new
think of it,
beginning.
yeah,
It's like
and I
when
just
one
feel that,
door closes, another one opens, and
yeah,
sometimes you're at your very bottom, but where can you go but up when you get there? I've been there at one point in my
yeah,
life. I haven't been there in a
For
long
every
time, but
yeah,
I've been pretty close.
positive,
yeah,
I keep hearing for every negative, there's a positive.
yeah. I
It's
just feel
true.
that, that there's a lot of stuff that I would need to work on within my personal life, but I guess I learn as I go, and I feel like when I'm being told it's not an ending, it's just begun.
It's
That's how I
only
look
just
at it.
begun.
I know that. So I don't look at it as anything as negative. I mean, there might be some things that kind of brought me down, but there's always hope.
Well, there
And the
is, and
universe
I don't
can,
know. I've been reading a lot of
um,
things lately. So, are you guys aware of like astrology or all the shenanigans that's supposedly happening? Supposedly,
oh
like
my God, my
all the downloads and uploads and other things we've been going through is supposed to uh, new portals or
yeah,
whatnot have been
yeah,
opened, and things are supposed to finally materialize for us, and we're supposed to be like, okay, now I get it, or something like that. Like, I don't know. I'm like, yay, that's cool, because things have been crazy for a while. I'm
yeah.
ready for it to
It's been
settle
just weird.
down.
I know everything's been weird for this past few months. Has been just very interesting for the 6 months. I've been, with a lot of stuff, but it's just learning, that not everybody's there to stay, and I've learned that too. But there's always reasons for it. It's just we don't see it when it's happening. But after you reflect back, and you're like, now it makes sense. Because I remember there was people that were telling me, well, Russ, you're being controlled, you're being manipulated, and I'm just like,
Were
what?
they the ones that were trying to do it, or what? Like, I don't know. When
I
people
think
do
it,
that
yeah,
to
I think
me,
it,
I don't trust them. I'm like, okay, I don't
yeah,
trust you now that you're
yeah,
saying, Chris or whoever else in my life is being manipulated and by dark powers and stuff like that. I'm like, I know you're the messenger,
yeah,
but my gut is telling me not to trust you right now. And my gut is telling me to listen to my gut. And my gut says, you're full of shit. I don't know where it's coming from for
yeah.
you, but I think people have been victim to outside entities like bringing dark messages and warping people's minds. It's been
Mm,
insane.
yeah. Yeah, it's sad, but I think this year is going to be very
Yep.
interesting. And I think so that next year is going to even be more interesting because we're not done. So, and thank you, Taz, for having me on, even though I didn't know it's them. Facebook is being an ass. Oh, Lord have mercy.
Yeah, I
But
was like,
anyway,
I
but
posted
everybody,
it on both your pages.
I
I
didn't get
know where you didn't get the
notifications because I
memo.
hadn't.
It's
But you
all
know
right.
why? It's
Shit
because I haven't
happens.
been active. I haven't been
Yeah.
active on Facebook. I've been kind of quiet. But for everybody else, you know how to reach me, Chris Garcia, or 210-974-3470. Again, 210-974-3470, or Garcia187BlueLove@gmail.com. Love you guys.
Toodles. And then we also have Jana. What? No. Not Jana Banana.
Sitting in the corner quietly rocking.
Oh. Well, can you tell our listeners how to get a hold of you or send you a message or check you out sometime?
Oh, me? Oh, yeah, you said me. Or did you say
Not
you?
you,
I
Chris.
can't.
I was
Oh,
talking to your better half. No,
you.
I'm just kidding.
Oh, well, if she wants them.
Yeah, better half.
I'm just teasing.
I'm not sure where you could hunt me down. Probably in Paracret.
Yeah, just find her on Paracrit. I guess if y'all want to check her out, just find her on Paracrit.
Awesome. Well, I'm so
She's
grateful that you guys were both here tonight.
Facebook group. But yeah, otherwise, if you wanted a direct reading from me, make it Tessa or Chris. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you for having me on.
Thank you for coming.
You're
It
not
was
hearing me?
unexpected. Yeah, we heard you.
Hello?
We heard you.
Oh,
You're just cutting in and out.
Yeah, she was for a second, but then she
my
finally
God,
got
it
it
just
out.
went silent. I couldn't hear it. Oh. Oh, okay. Yeah, no, I don't have a phone number that, because I'm in New Zealand, so yeah, if you need to contact me, it'll be through. Oh my God, you're frozen. There we go. Look at that. I don't think I'm meant to hand out my information here.
I know.
Keeps freezing.
Yeah, that's what it,
She's
yeah.
frozen.
It's kind of what it sounds like.
You need to contact me for a reading. Just go through Chris or Tessa. They
Yeah,
can reach me.
that's the best way to do it.
That's right.
Yeah.
Well, thank you guys
Easy
again
peasy.
so much for being my guest this evening. What a wonderful time. Even though we had some crazy pyrotechnical issues, but what little more do you expect from us than that when it's Chris and I together? And then we added Jana to the mix, and so it's just like crazy. Anywho's, thank you to all of our friends on We Are Paradox Media's Facebook, KPNL Radio, Twitter, Spreaker, iHeartRadio, and wherever else you may be listening beyond the Omniverse tonight. Had a wonderful time, and I can't wait to do it again. Tomorrow night, we have story time with, me, Tessa TNT. Make sure you guys tune into that. We're going to be finishing up Frankenstein, and then we're going to be moving on to the strange case of Dr. Jekyll. Don't forget, you guys, we are all in this together. Together, we can make the world a little better. And together, my friends, we are Paradox Media, because without you, there is no us. If you'd like to join us on the Skype after party, look me up and send me a contact request under live. Throw in tessa.n.thomas30 or give us a little jingle jangle at 970-335-9596. Until next time, nighty night, love and light to all of my friends out there, and I hope to see you back here, same time, same bad